Item today. This is our highest ticket item, our finest piece that we have, and we're looking at £1,000 to start us off. It's actually signed, not a print. This is a genuine signature. It's not a print, this is a genuine signature signed by the Prime Minister himself, Imran Khan, a celebrity in every facet, in every way we understand it, and now an international statesman. Who's going to start us off at £1,000? Has he got the bill payer's permission, that young man there? Does he have it? We have £1,000 bid on the left-hand side of the room. Who will give us 1,100? Do we have £1,100 in the room? 1,100. Let's make an auction of this. Who's going to give us £1,100? I have 1,000. Who will give us an advance on 1,000? Give us 1,050. 1,050 somewhere in the room. Can't take this away for £1,000. We can't let you have it for just £1,000. Who will give us 1,050? Any advance on 1,000? I have 1,050 down here. Do we have 1,100? It's back to you on that side of the room, looking at £1,100. Do we have 1,100? It's back to the left-hand side of the room. Do we have £1,100? I have 1,050 down here. Do we have 1,100? He's looking away, shaking his head. He's been blown away by that £50. We have £1,100. Do we have 1,200? We're looking at 1,200. We have 1,200 down here. Do we have 1,300? Looking around the room, anyone else can come in. But the bid is back with that table there at £1,300. And remember, it's for charity. This all goes towards our centre. We have 1,200 at the front. Do we have £1,300? £1,300. Anyone else can come in. We're going to let it go once at £1,200 down here at the front. Unless we have any advance on 1,200, it's going twice down here at the front for £1,200. Any other bidders coming in? Gone down here, round of applause please, at £1,200 for our first item and another £1,200 of support for our fantastic project. Next piece please. So now, we've been talking about communities coming together, and we've been talking about our role here in the West. Now, many of us have the very traditional artwork of the Kaaba. This is a much more contemporary and unique piece of art. So you can see here, extremely contemporary. For those of you who can't see from the back, you have the Kaaba in the middle here, and then you have these lines drawing out from the Kaaba, as if the Kaaba is the very center of all electrical power, of all vibes, of all things. It's an incredible piece, like a circuit board almost of energy leading into and leading out of the Kaaba. It's on this material. I don't know what it is, but it's quite unique. It's not like on canvas. It's on a sort of almost metallic background. And you have the Kaaba at the center. Again, many of us have the traditional images of the Kaaba, but this is a unique piece. It's by the artist Sadiqa Juma, and we're starting this at £750. £750 for this one-off, unique piece of contemporary art. I've never seen anything like it myself, to be honest. It's very, very beautiful. Who will start us off at £750? Do we have an opening bid of £750? Now we know these normally go for more than that, so this is our minimum reserve price. Do we have anyone at £750 to start us? Who will start us at £600? And we'll build up from there, inshallah. Anyone to start us off at £600? Anybody? If not, we're going to let this one go, and you can come up with any expressions of interest after the event. Last chance, anyone want to come in at £600? Okay, we'll move on to our next item. No takers on this so far. If you're interested in this, come and talk to us, inshallah. Come and speak to us afterwards. As I said, the money will go towards supporting the centre. Now, we have a legend in his own lifetime. World Player of the Year, more times than I can count. Wherever he is, he makes that impact. He has that star status, as well as being regarded as one of the greatest footballers ever to have played the game. we have here a signed, framed Lionel Messi shirt with the number 10 on there. Alhamdulillah, you can see this now. Many of you may not know that Lionel Messi was actually disabled when he was young, when he was a young man. And he fought through those difficulties, he fought through those hardships to become one of the greatest sports people of all time and arguably the greatest footballer of all time. So it's signed in the middle. If those of you are wondering where it's signed right down the number 1. You can clearly see his, and at the front, it's signed on the front as well if you care to take it out, but it's signed here, number 10, Messi. Now, we're starting this, we have a reserve price of £500. And this is really something special to take away. Who's going to start us off tonight at £500? Who's going to be starting us off? We have an opening bid here at 500. Do we have 550 in the room? Do we have 550 in the room? Any other football fans? Take away a Lionel Messi shirt. Do we have 550 in the room? Super bargain down here at 500. He can't believe his luck at the moment that no one else is coming in, smiling like a Cheshire cat. Do we have anybody else want to come in at £550? 550, 550 at the back of the room. There we go. There goes your surprise. Back at you now at 600. Do we have £600? 600 here. Back to the back of the room at 650. Do we have 650 in the back of the room? Do we have 650? Shaking his head. Looks like you've blown him out of the water with that £600 bid. Anybody else want to come in? Anybody else want to come in? We have £600 down here at the front of the room. We're going to let it go once. We have 650 on the table, back in the game. We're looking at you now, sir, 700. The bid is back with the front table, sir, at £700. 650 from the left-hand side of the room. Do we have 700 at the front, or else we're going to let it go at £650. He's got £700 there. He's had a word with his banker. That's it, £700. Do we have 750? You can check the NatWest app quickly. Have a look if the funds are there. Do we have £750? 700 at the front here. Anybody else can come in whenever you like. We have £700 at the front, and it's going to go once at £700 at the front of the room. It's going twice for a second and final time at 750. 750. Cool customers at the back of the room. Our brother at the front now. Is that too much for him? Has he been blown away? He's banging his head on the table. Do we have £800 at the front of the room here? Do we have £800? He's shaking his head. He's had a word with the wife. She said, "Are you crazy?" His banker said no. We've got 750 for Lionel Messi. It's going to go once at 750. Just another £50 can grab it for you. But it's going to go twice at £750. I think they're looking on eBay at the moment to see. I think that's what they're doing on their phone. And it's gone to the corner room there, the corner table, £750. Fantastic. Now, our next piece, for any sporting anoraks amongst us, people who are aware of sporting greats and sporting history, the gentleman who signed this racket here is acknowledged to be the greatest sports person of all time. Now that's quite a claim. Why does he make that claim? Because if you look through the record books, nobody in the history of sport has ever defended the number 1 spot in a sport for as many years, has taken as many matches and won as many matches as the world number 1 in any sport in history as the gentleman who signed this. None other than Pakistan's finest son, his finest sportsman, Jahangir Khan, the squash player, undefeated for more than 10 years and 500 games at the very top of the world of squash. Signed by him here. Okay, so, and as well as the racket, it comes with this incredible signed picture of him playing a beautiful backhand stroke. There he is. You can see it in this picture. Moustaches of the 1970s to match, mashallah. They have them here. In fact, it's probably the 80s. Here he is, playing in his little tight shorts. There he is, Jahangir Malik. I met him recently, actually. I can tell you, mashallah, I'm sure he won't mind me saying, he will not fit into those shorts today. So, I was on a tour with him recently. So, here he is, Jahangir Malik, racket and the framed signed photograph, the two for just £600 is where we're starting. The money's going towards our centre. Will somebody start us off? A legend indeed everywhere. We've got a hand. Where's that hand at 600? I didn't see it. You're pointing at somebody, but I don't know if they're aware that you're pointing at them. Okay, they're making up their mind. As I said, the world's greatest living sportsman. In statistical terms, nobody has ever come close to this man's record of success. Being at the top of the world for 10 years, 500 games, undefeated as world number one, taking on all comers. Do we have £600 to start us off? The signed bracket and the signed photo.